Hey there, little one. If you're listening to this file, it's because you've been having some potty problems, and I think it's time we had a little talk. During this session, I will guide you down into a nice, comfortable trance so you can open your mind to a very important decision about whether or not you should seriously consider wearing diapers, pull-ups, or other protection to manage any accidents you may be having. So if you're not ready to have the potty talk, to truly question your own confidence in your bladder and bowel control, and to be encouraged to wear pads, pull-ups, or even diapers to manage your wetting and messing accidents, then please stop listening now. But if you are ready to finally have the potty talk, then please keep listening. There is a chance you might have an accident while listening to this session. But if you are listening for the first time, I do recommend wearing underwear or a pull-up to help you embrace a sense of vulnerability. If you want to slip extra deep into the headspace, you could even have a little accident in your pants before you listen. But if you prefer, you can also pause the file now and go ahead and put on a diaper or take whatever precautions you need to avoid making a mess just in case. Are you all ready, little one? Then let's begin. We're going to start by taking some nice, deep, comfortable breaths together. With each breath in, I want you to imagine your mind becoming a little more calm, a little more quiet, and a little more open to the sound of my voice. And with each breath out, I want you to imagine your body becoming a little more heavy, more comfortable, and more deeply relaxed. Take a nice deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. And another deep breath in and a nice long breath out. Continue breathing deeply at a pace that is comfortable for you, and notice how, with each inhale, your mind is now automatically becoming a little more calm and a little more open to the sound of my voice. And notice how, with each exhale, your body is now automatically becoming a little more comfortable and more deeply relaxed. Take a few moments now to simply enjoy breathing. I'm going to count backwards now from 5 to 1. With each count, your mind will become even more calm, quiet, and focused on my voice. And with each count, your body will become even more comfortable and relaxed, so that by the time I reach 1, your mind will feel perfectly calm and only focus on the sound of my voice, while your body will be deeply relaxed and asleep. 5. Sinking down now, feeling so calm and so comfortable as you continue to enjoy breathing. Drifting further down now, noticing how peaceful and open your mind feels, and how easy it is to listen to the sound of my voice. Three, drifting further down now, your body is feeling so heavy, so comfortable, and even more relaxed with every breath. Two, almost all the way down now, feeling so calm, so quiet, so comfortable. One, your mind is now perfectly calm and only focused on my voice. Your body is now deeply relaxed and asleep. All you need to do for the rest of this session is enjoy listening and enjoy this feeling of deep relaxation. Now that you're all nice and cozy, I think it's time we had a little talk. I'm not trying to embarrass you, but I've noticed some things, so I just wanted to ask you directly. Do you have a problem making it to the potty sometimes? It's okay. Just answer it quietly in your head. Do you still go potty in your pants? Have you had any accidents lately? Little leaks in your underwear you hoped no one would notice? Maybe an unexpected accident that soaked through because you laughed too hard or waited too long. Or maybe you were just being lazy. Or maybe you even did it on purpose. But the reason doesn't really matter, little one, because either way, I think you're still getting wet. And maybe it's not just pee either. I know it can be super embarrassing to talk about, but please be honest with me. Do you still poop in your pants sometimes? Have you ever had to throw away a pair of underwear because you know, or maybe you stood there one day, frozen, and wondering if anyone could smell what you were trying so hard to hide? I know it's not easy to admit, but it's okay if you still have accidents. It's okay if you still pee and poop in your pants, because that means you already know you have some potty problems. So maybe you're finally ready to make a plan to stay clean, comfortable, and safe, no matter what happens. So let's talk about protection. Maybe you don't need diapers just yet, so let's find out. If your accidents are small and infrequent, maybe just a little leak here and there, you might think, I don't need any padding. But damp underwear and clothes can be so uncomfortable. And if I'm being honest, even small accidents can smell, especially without protection and regular changes. So if you are just having little leaks, a thin, absorbent pad in your underwear can help keep your pants dry. Then you won't need to constantly be checking yourself every time you stand up. No more surprises, just a little bit of peace of mind. Does that sound like enough protection for you, little one? Or are your accidents a little bigger? Because if it's not just occasional leaks, if you're noticing dampness regularly, if it's not just a little wet spot, but maybe a few, or maybe the front of your pants are really getting wet sometimes, or worse, maybe you aren't making it until it's too late and having full wetting accidents. And if that's the case, those thin little pads probably aren't enough for you. And pull-ups might be a better option. They can give you more time to make it, more room for leaks, more trust in your protection. Plus, they look just like underwear and feel just like underwear. But if your body makes a mistake, they can help catch it. If you ever have one of those moments, a time where you almost put on a pull-up but didn't, and ended up wetting your real underwear, then you might already know how helpful wearing pull-ups could be for you. But this next part might be a little bit harder to hear. Because if you're still having full accidents, if you can't make it and your bladder empties completely, if your pants are getting soaked, or if your bed is getting soaked, or if you're still pooping in your pants, then pull-ups just aren't going to cut it anymore. And in that case, you need real protection. Something made to handle even your big accidents. I think you know what I'm talking about, little one. That's right. If you have big accidents like that, then it's time to start seriously considering whether or not you still need to wear diapers. And it's perfectly okay if you do. Diapers are practical, comfortable, and convenient, and they just make life easier. No more rushing to the bathroom all the time, and no more panicking if you have an accident. Doesn't that sound nice, little one? Now you might think that regular diapers are the most protection you could ever need, but you might be surprised to find out that some people need even more absorbency than a regular adult diaper. In that case, let's talk about the thickest, most absorbent protection for people who have little to no control and are frequently wetting or soiling their pants. Does that sound familiar to you, little one? Maybe just at night, so you can stay extra hydrated and not wake up all soaked and wet. Maybe for long car rides, or work sessions, or any time when you really know you're going to be going potty in your pants. But whenever your bladder and bowels are totally uncontrollable, whenever you've recently had more than one big accident in public, then you need to wear something more substantial. I'm talking about high-absorbency diapers, thicker, crinklier, and made for people who need real protection. And sure, they're not always that discreet, but sometimes they're just what you need to wear. So let's be honest for a moment. What kind of accidents do you have? Are they mild, frequent, or out of control? It's okay to admit it. And once you know what you need, don't you think it's just time to start wearing it? Not just once in a while, not just when you feel like it, but consistently and responsibly, because it's your body and you deserve to feel dry and protected all the time. And of course, it's also important to realize that your needs might change over time. You might realize one day that you need thicker protection than you once thought. Or maybe someday you'll notice fewer accidents and try a lighter option. And either way, that's okay, because you can always come back to this session whenever you need to reevaluate, and we can go through it together. You don't have to figure everything out today. But for now, let's get real about the protection you need so you can live your happiest and best life. So let's really talk about your accidents and the different kinds of protection that might help you. It's time for you to be really very honest with yourself. No excuses, no pretending. Even if you wanted to have an accident, even if you did it as part of a game or a fantasy, even if you just did it on purpose. Wet pants are still wet. Messy pants are still dirty. And if you didn't go to the potty in time, well, that still counts as an accident, doesn't it, little one? So close your eyes and answer these questions silently in your mind. Have you had an accident in the past week? Was it just a little leak? Or was it a full wetting? How about messes? Have you had any pooping accidents lately? Even just a little one? Maybe a small accident in your underwear? Or maybe even a full, messy release? Maybe you didn't mean to go, but your pants got wet anyway. Maybe you tried to clean up fast, but you still know what you did. Have you ever sat in a wet patch and pretended nothing happened? Have you ever gone too long without checking the back of your pants, just pretending you're still clean? Did you ever find yourself just going while you were out and about or at home? Now take a deep breath. We're almost done. There's just one more question. So considering everything we've talked about, every little leak, every full accident, every ruined pair of underwear or wet sheets, what kind of protection do you think you should be wearing? Do you think you should be wearing the same kind of protection during the daytime and the nighttime? Be honest with yourself, little one. During the day and during the night, do you think you need to wear diapers? Thank you for having this conversation with me. I know it wasn't easy. I know how hard it can be to face something like this and to admit that maybe you do really have potty problems. But I am so proud of you, because recognizing your needs is a wonderful gift to your body and mind, and you deserve to be in the padding and protection that you need. Because wearing diapers, it's not just protection, it's peace of mind, it's freedom, and in my opinion, it's also pretty adorable. So now that you've admitted to yourself exactly what you need, all that's left for you to do is wear, to own it, embrace it, and let yourself feel proud of your decision to wear the protection that you need. But now it's time. It's time to wake up and start living your life knowing exactly what kind of protection you need and deserve. I'm going to count now from 1 to 5, and by the time I reach 5, you will be refreshed, awake, and ready to enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, you can come back and listen to this session anytime you want to reevaluate your potty problems. 1. Slowly beginning to wake up now, feeling so calm and so comfortable as you feel the feelings return to your body. 2. Waking up even more now. You could even start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. 3. Even more awake now. You could go ahead and stretch out your arms and your legs. 4. Almost completely awake now as your eyelids slowly begin to open. 5. You are now refreshed, awake, and ready to enjoy the rest of your day. But before you do, how are your undies holding up, little one? Maybe it's time for a change and to get into something a little more absorbent. Thank you so much for listening.